What's up, YouTube? I'm back at you with a video. I know it's late, but I want to just do a reaction to all the great football games that's been in college football tonight. I'm gonna start off with the first game. Of course, Alabama pulled off a victory against South Carolina. I already did a video about that earlier, but yeah, man, South Carolina kind of shot themselves in the foot, but Alabama was able to pull out the victory. Alabama has a lot of things that they have to fix, especially their defense, man. I don't know what's going on with that. You know, I'm not saying that the scheme is bad, but I think it's the personnel that he has in. I think he needs to, Kane Womack needs to get some of that stuff fixed. But nevertheless, Alabama was able to pull out the victory against South Carolina. But another game that happened was Georgia beat Mississippi State, but Mississippi State gave Georgia some problems. Georgia only beat them by 10 points. So, and it seems like teams are struggling with unranked teams, but it just goes to show you that there's a lot of parity in college football right now. So a lot of teams, man, teams that used to be bad, they're pretty good this season. A lot of players enter the transfer portal and they go to different schools, and it makes these teams that much more, uh, of a threat. Especially in the SEC. Every game you have to play to uh, your best game. You got to be on your A game. Um, Vanderbilt beat Kentucky. The same Kentucky team that played Georgia close, that Georgia beat by a point. Um, Kentucky beat Ole Miss, and Vanderbilt beat them. And, of course, Vanderbilt beat us. So, uh, like I said, a lot of parity. Um, Ole Miss lost to LSU. Ole Miss was the favorite to win that matchup, and which was kind of crazy. I don't care how good a team is. It's tough to play at LSU at night, and they proved that, man. They pulled the victory off, man. It's like I said, a lot of parity. LSU's offense looks really, really good. And defensively, they stepped up when they needed to win that matchup. So they took it to them, man. LSU got the victory. I think, yeah, they beat them 29-26, so that was a good game. Uh, who else played? Clemson. Clemson beat Wake Forest really, really good. Put up a lot of points. Clemson's starting to look really, really good. They might pull it off in the ACC. They might be the team to come out on top. Um, who else played? It's a lot of games. Oh, Tennessee versus Florida. Tennessee pulled out the victory, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. We play them next. Tennessee has a great chance of beating Alabama. I mean, they're playing good on defense and offense, man. So they're not, playing at the level that they want to offensively, but you can tell, they have a winning formula. And Nico is coming through. You can tell he's getting more comfortable with the offense and stuff like that. And Dylan Sampson, guys like that, man, gonna be a problem, man. Got me nervous about this matchup, next Saturday, but nevertheless, Tennessee was able to beat Florida. Florida, for the most part, always has Tennessee's number, but Tennessee pulled out the victory at home. But you got to give credit to Florida. Florida played really, really well. Uh, I'm pretty sure a lot of Tennessee fans were kind of nervous about that matchup, at the end there. But that defense, man, was keeps Tennessee in games, man, and they're gonna be tough to beat, for my Alabama Crimson Tide. Um, the Red River rivalry. Texas blowed out Oklahoma. Oklahoma, man, I kind of feel bad for them. They got a lot of players out, a lot of like at least five receivers. Deion Burks, like all those guys are injured. Wasn't able to play in that matchup. So Oklahoma's defense is pretty good, but they can only hold up so much. Texas is good all the way around. In my opinion, Texas is the number one team right now. They just really, really good. Offensively and defensively. So Georgia's going to have problems, I feel like, in that matchup against Texas next week. And, of course, we're going to have problems with Tennessee next week. So it's going to be very interesting. Two really, really good games next week. Um, who else won? Oh, Penn State was able to pull it out against USC. USC was on fire, man. USC had a chance to win the game. They missed their field goal, and Penn State was able to kick theirs and get their field goal. So, uh, like I said, a lot of parity in college football right now. Who else played? That's pretty much it. A lot of good teams played. Missouri played UMass, beat them 45-0, 45-3. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the SEC. SEC. Uh, Another big game. Oregon pulled off the victory against Ohio State. That was a back and forth, type of game. But Oregon, man, they're good, offensively, man, and I was able to pull it out, in the end. Oregon was number 3, I think. Ohio State was number 2, so it's gonna be interesting to see how far Ohio State falls. But really, really good matchup between two teams in the Big Ten. Oregon gets a really, really Dan Lanning gets a really, really good win against Ohio State. He never had that while he was in the Pac-12 to get a signature win like that, and you know, this is huge for him to come to the Big Ten and be able to knock off Ohio State. A win is a win, whether it's 1 point, 2 points, whatever. You know, Huge victory for Oregon. And that's going to definitely help them towards getting to the playoffs with that victory. But who else played Notre Dame? Notre Dame beat Stanford. Stanford's not a really good team. Notre Dame beat them 49-7. But like I said, man, just a lot of parity in college football. Um, Kansas State is currently beating Colorado 20-7. It's going to be interesting to see who wins that matchup. I kind of figured that Colorado would win that game, but Kansas State, is doing a pretty good job of winning that matchup right now. But that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to get on and just talk about these games, man. This 12-team playoff has everybody playing at a very, very high level on their A game. You can't take any game, take your foot off the gas on any game, man. And I feel like Alabama did that against Vanderbilt, thinking they had that game in the bag, and Vanderbilt whooped us. Uh, South Carolina came this matchup, did some of the same things that South Carolina did. Came really, really close to beating us. So just parity around college football, man. You got to be on your A game every Saturday, because any given Saturday you can lose. But that's all I want to say about the games. What do you guys think about the games? You know, Leave your comments in the comment section. And once again, if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.